Thank you all. Thank you all for that very warm welcome. President Trump signed the largest increase in our national defense since the days of Ronald Reagan. We're rebuilding our military. We're restoring the arsenal of democracy, and we are once again giving our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guard the resources and training they deserve. We have a president who's once again embracing his role as leader of the free world. We're standing strong with our allies, and we're having our allies do more than they've ever done before. With that renewed American strength, we've also stood up to our adversaries and those who would challenge America's interests around the world. This president's put Iran on notice. It will no longer tolerate their malign activity or their spread of terrorism in the world. In fact, the United States is also standing strong and calling out religious persecution wherever it takes place, whether it be in Nicaragua, in Russia, Iran, or in the People's Republic of China. And I want to promise you, this administration is going to continue to speak out and stand up for the freedom of conscience and the freedom of religion for people all over the world. We will hold up that ideal. This president has reaffirmed our commitment to the rule of law, to the foundation of constitutional principles upon which our nation was built. This president has actually appointed more judges to our federal court of appeals in the last 2 years than any president in American history. And they are all principled conservatives who will uphold the God-given liberties enshrined in our Constitution, like the freedom of religion, the freedom of speech, and the Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms. I've met many of these judges on the bench. They're incredible. 114 federal judges confirmed. We all remember back in 2015 when those chilling undercover videos were on the airwaves of the nation that showed horrific conversations about the sale and transfer of parts of aborted babies. So I want to be sure you know, just a few weeks ago, President Donald Trump ended fetal tissue research at the National Institute of Health. You know, it is remarkable to think at a time when more and more Americans, especially younger Americans, are embracing the sanctity of life, that the party that once said abortion should be safe and legal and rare now supports abortion on demand. Principally, it seems, fallen to our party and our movement. Today, Democrats openly advocate an economic system that has impoverished millions around the world and robbed the liberties of generations. That system is socialism. Earlier this week, we heard leading Democrat candidates for president defend socialism. But I think all of you know, it was freedom not socialism, that gave us the strongest and most prosperous nation in the history of the world. It was freedom, not socialism, that ended slavery, won 2 world wars, and stands today as a beacon of hope for all the world. And so as this debate begins the next 18 months, we must resolve here to say, as the President said in his State of the Union address, America will never be a socialist country.